All right. So once again, this week we playing the Shamrocks. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick glimpse at his team, see what it look like. As I fix all this stuff. All right. Yeah. So let's find them Shamrocks. Ain't it Bosa? So Watson, Zeke. I seen Akers too. Ooh, you got a little receiving core. Okay, okay. Decent tight ends too. Yo, this defense look nasty. This a nice little defense. Nice little defense. This gonna be, yeah. This gonna be a little crazy little game. Let's see if we pull this out. Let's see if we pull this out. This gonna be a nice little game. All right, so I think I'm gonna just run with Denver offense again this game. All right, I'm not even just gonna try that Alabama guy. No, I ain't gonna see who's ready. Yeah, we're going. Yeah, we running with Denver playbook this game. Let's go. I kind of wanted to run with somebody a different playbook.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Brooklyn Barons.
All right. At least we kicking it.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Brooklyn. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I don't know what that was.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle. Here's Elliott.
All right, come on, dude. We got those
marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely lapses that they're looking to correct.
Good run.
Have a first down here at about the 40. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Got it. Inside the 10.
I ain't even mad at it. I'm not even mad at
DK
it.
Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
We always take a minute to adjust.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Shamrocks 7, Barons nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No return here for Claybrook, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Bond.
Come on, get out of
There's
there.
no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gets this out quickly to
Nothing, huh?
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep
I should have came out here with a different
and see the
play.
play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Catch that. Come on.
Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott.
Come on, Percy.
It'll be a
Get
gain
caught in that white
but
wash,
still
man.
about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. Got a man, it's London. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, Watson.
Oh, come on, give me that.
Accepted, but they'll say out of bounds.
Oh, why they ain't let me get that?
Turnover there in the end zone.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Ball carrier. Jamal Adams there on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Shamrocks 7, Barons nothing.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Elliott is good. So another scoring drive there.
He just came and just took home field.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. Now a hit.
Wow.
It's going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right. On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Elliott, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
So this just got bad fast, did it
Their
not?
3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. Finding space at the 40.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Got it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Ready, break. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Ready? Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Steps away to his left.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Oh, my
goodness.
He's at the 50. 30.
And I bet you they finna call holding.
And he will take this one home.
I bet you they.
Of course, they had the.
Oh, you can't
they
make this
choose
up.
to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score.
Yeah, should hit the playbook I knew I was going to run with.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense.
Even though they ain't got nothing to do with the
and now the kick
defense.
is away.
Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out.
Now you fall down.
And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Lawrence. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he fires it. It's intercepted. By Tarvarius Moore. And
we just throwing stuff now.
At the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This game couldn't start no worse. No worse.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this
They
game.
just figure some stuff out here.
Success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line.
They just figure some stuff out.
We just saw exhibit Z right there. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Crazy.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back?
And I give rep him 7.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Rock it. Start.
They'll run here with Balaj. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on
You gotta catch those.
but this time it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he finds McLaurin.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Balaj. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Gibson will take it in. Touchdown.
Much needed.
Gibson. Touchdown, Brooklyn.
Let's not chase points yet. We still got to do other stuff.
Now for the point after.
I know that it would have been like I had to do 2 points 3 times.
He's got
Let's just
it,
see
and
can we
that
get a
makes our
stop.
score 24-7.
The score, Shamrocks 24, Barons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across
Pick
the
6
20, but
and
not
that
by
fumble.
much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson.
Oh, come on. I thought I had that one.
Jerry Jeudy.
I thought I had
Taken
that one.
down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Watson.
Thank you.
This
Thank
one
you.
is incomplete.
Thank you for dropping that.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. On 2nd down, Elliott.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So the offense,
Yeah, we'll take
the
it.
flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Watson.
How?
This pass is caught by
I got it.
he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Okay. All right.
Convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They go to Elliott again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Elliott. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. That's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
On the ready.
That's good for a.
The slot man in motion right.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson
From 17 yards out.
and the Barons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Shamrocks 27, Barons 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The way my defense performed. They was out there the whole game, though.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Jet sweep. Here's London.
Come on. That was a great block. A great
They're able
block.
to get this one across the 35.
Oh, my
2
goodness.
minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Room here to run. Touchdown.
I don't know what that
Ezekiel
was.
Elliott.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
That should call that back for holding. How you just gonna jump on my back?
There's no reaction time from the
How
secondary,
you
so I
just
got
gonna
to give
jump on
credit
my
to the
back?
offensive
They
line
already
for
did.
creating that
Well,
hole
go
so
on.
suddenly, and how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Barons 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Lawrence on third down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That
Not really.
He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And he will not make it back to
That's
the line of
fine,
scrimmage as he's going to be
tripping
taken
for it.
down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's caught. Touchdown.
I know he's seen it.
Curtis Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Barons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Doggone turnovers.
Kickoff team on the
man.
field now as they will send this one away.
Automatically jumped up 17. What? No, 23.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Yeah, good game, boy.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for our visitors, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Three turnovers. Three turnovers. That fumble. That pick 6. So I threw 2 interceptions. Oh, yeah, and one at the end of the half. Yeah. Yeah, Zeke. And we gave up a rushing touchdown. That's crazy. Yeah, I should have looked at my slots and stuff. Forehand. Who all dropped one? Curtis and Antoine Gibson. Y'all tripping. And was on. He the only one that got a sack. This game. It's funny though. All right, so let's see what's next. Well, I think I got a computer game next week, and then after that. Oh no. Okay. All right. I got to get my stuff together. In Carolina. So 3 more computer games. So what's that? 4 more? 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 5-3. So we have 5 more user games. All right. So the next game we'll be playing against the Black Knights. We got to get our stuff together before next week. But yeah, so sneak peek. Another team that I'm going against next. Yeah, you got a lot of speed. All right. So that concludes this week. Yeah, we should be starting. It might be another game later on tonight after advance, if we do advance tonight. So yeah, after that we'll be playing against the. I just seen it. I forgot that fast. The Black Knights, yeah. So we can go ahead and end it now. Until next time.